Hi, I'm Billy Buckman, and welcome to Billy Buckman and Friends. This is the first show. Really honored to have John Massey, my ex-teacher and compatriot, playing our first show. And we're at Auburn Community TV, Channel 20. Okay, anyway, John, so tell me about you. You're a school teacher, ex-school teacher.
Ex-school teacher.
And you taught first grade for many years?
Well, the last 12 years of a long career was in first grade, yes.
And did you use music in the classroom?
Oh, music was an everyday thing, morning, noon, and a little later in the afternoon. And it was one of the things that I think made first grade special for my students.
So now you're retired and you're teaching music?
Teaching guitar privately at Encore Music here in Auburn. And
Larry Gosh.
Yep.
Hear that, Larry?
Good guy, good place. He's got great people there that really know their stuff. I'm impressed.
So any of your private students, have they gone anywhere?
Well, there's one notable and a source of pride, although I can't take too much credit for it, but a young man started with me when he was about 12 years old and started with me on guitar, was with me for a number of years and really applied himself, did a really good job, and that was his first music experience ever. And I guess something clicked for him regarding music. He ended up at the Berklee School of Music in Boston, graduated with a degree in film scoring, and is now scoring music for video games in Japan, which is what he really wanted to do. And really a very talented young man. He's written some good stuff.
Great. Well, first off, I'd like to thank our station manager, Paula Johnstone.
Yes. Yay.
And our volunteers, Cody and Bill. And we're going to turn it over to John now. Thank you for joining us today, John.
Okay. And for today's program, largely they're going to be songs that that I actually use with my students. I thought that would be fun for them to hear the teacher muddle through some of the things I ask them to do. So the first song will be a folk song. It's called 900 Miles, and hopefully my students have practiced this much more than I do. But it's a pretty good song, and I'm even going to sing, which is something rarely heard. For good reason. I'm walking down this track, I've got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If this train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 900 miles from my home. And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Railroad no more. If my woman tells me so, I won't railroad no more. Pack up my gear and settle down. If this train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 900 miles from my home. And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. This train I ride on, it's 100 coaches long. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. If this train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from home. And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. It's always good to get the first song out of the way. And thank you to my friends for being here. And checking, I want to say something about that song I just played. It uses a technique a lot of people refer to as the Carter family style of playing, which is what Mother Maybelle in the Carter family, Maybelle Carter, used in her accompaniment with that group back in the 20s and 30s, which is used as a thumb to play the melody and fingers strumming. And I'm a fingerstyle player, and it's good to know that the Carter family is the first style of playing that I teach my students, because it's the gateway to finger picking. So it's a very good style. There's a song, I only mention this because the next song I'm going to play is actually, it's a bridge between the Carter family style and three-fingered picking. And because it has the technique of both styles worked into it. And this will be Mr. Bojangles. Thank you. And once we get full into finger picking, moving along the path of growth and learning songs and learning new techniques, we arrive at the song Freight Train, which was written by Elizabeth Cotten. And she's one of just a handful of guitarists that have actually changed the way guitar is played. So she's a very important figure in fingerstyle playing. Although she played left-handed with the guitar strung as it would normally be, but with the guitar turned around, which meant that the bass, that kind of a bass, she was doing with her fingers instead of her thumb, and the melody she was actually doing with her thumb, just because that's the way we're built. So this would be Freight Train, and I will sing a couple verses provided I can remember the words. And if anybody that's here, one of my friends that are with me, would like to sing a verse with me, that would just be great. So this will be Freight Train. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. I don't care what train I'm on, just tell my friends that I've gone. When I die, won't you bury me sweet, down at the end of Old Bleecker Street. Put a stone at my head and feet, and tell my friends I'm gone. Just before starting this program, I broke a nail, which is just a horrible thing for a finger player. And there was some notes I really needed that for, and they weren't quite there. I shouldn't draw attention to that. But anyway, moving along. It's always kind of fun to put songs together in medleys, find ways to link songs together that make sense. And when all else fails, you can make sense out of by playing songs that are in the same key. So these songs are only related to each other in as much as they are played in the same key. And I call this the E medley. And the song I start with will be Sugar Babe, also one of the tunes I used for teaching. The second one will be Deep River Blues. And the last one will be 9-Pound Hammer. No, it won't. It'll be I Am a Pilgrim. They're quite similar, actually. And, okay, the E medley. It's kind of fun to start that way, just to let the thumb do its job. nice and quick. And I think I'll slow it down. Then there's I break the teaching path into several parts: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and so on. And one of the more advanced ones I call applied music theory for the guitar. But it comes down to playing chord melody on the guitar, which means the melody is usually pretty much on top, and the chord is carried beneath it. And then a good example of that would be Over the Rainbow. So, and I'll play Over the Rainbow. Thank you. Yeah, the songs are right here. Pretty Hand of the Wet Way. Another of the tunes that I used in that segment of the teaching, one I learned as a young piano student, probably about 12 years old or maybe 13, from a most remarkable piano teacher. And hopefully will be recognizable to some folks here. It's Moonglow. Thank you. Both that and Over the Rainbow are on my new CD. And I'm trying to get a signal here to see if we're about out of time. 1 minute, one more song, or 1 more minute? One more song. Well, I'll go right to the one that I saved for last. I'll make it a short one. Back Home Again in Indiana, which, by the way, is from my first CD. Thank you. And thank you, Billy Buckman, for bringing me here. And
Thank you, John. It was an honor. And that concludes our first show. And next week we have a local favorite, Patrice Webb. And then the next week will be, what? Oh, I thought that camera was on.
come to me,
Okay,
Billy.
here we go.
Come to me, Billy.
Okay.
There we go.
Thanks, Ginger. The following week will be Ginger and Brooklyn, Ginger and Friends. And so we've got a lineup every week. Stay tuned. Come back. Auburn Community TV. Okay, bye-bye.